everybody, welcome to another fabulous episode of Discount Donnie. Donnie with a Y. Why? Because you should never pay full price to live your life. I'm coming at you with my travel review of items that I used on my vacation when I went on a 13-day med cruise out of Rome, Italy, that went to Turkey and Greece, and then came flying back to Dallas, Texas. So the first item I'm going to go over is the Xiaomi 10,000 milliamp rechargeable bank. This I used a lot on my cruise. This saved my phone battery, especially being out in sea where you didn't really have very good service. A lot of times it was searching for a signal, so this saved my battery on my phones. It's got the little, it tells you how well charged it is there. You can see that there. It's almost done. I've been using this all day. So it's got the little self-built cable in here. You basically just plug this into your device, and then either the USB-C or the USB-C or the USB-A can go here, and these will charge it when you plug the cord in. This is how you charge your phone. This is the universal USB-C, and it slides right in here like this. This probably lasted, on a full charge, I would charge it overnight. It would last me all day, and I'd still have 1 or 2 bars here. When I check it here, it would have 1 or 2 bars. So this is a good battery. Highly recommend it. I think I bought this in Mexico City. I think I paid like $20 for this. And it's a real pretty blue color. I don't know if you can see it. So I would highly recommend this one. I did look for it on eBay as well as Walmart.com. And I'm not finding it anywhere. My friend that I travel with is going to look for it in the Philippines, see if they have it there. But I do highly recommend it because he liked it as well, because he used it just as much as I did. So the next item, this is the Gurunanda butter on the gums. It's like a toothbrush with a pick, okay? They do sell 70 packs where they have 70s in there from Gurunanda. But Dollar Tree has 3 packs for $1.25. So I did use these on the plane. So I put them in my travel kit that was on the plane with me. You basically open it up. It's got the toothpick here. The toothpaste is already in the bristles. And you just brush your teeth like you normally would. And then you can pick out any food and stuff like on the airplane when you're eating a meal or whatever. I use these on the airplane. I used it in port after you ate a meal at like the restaurant when you're doing a tour. I mean, I use it for everything. I even use these at work now. So these are a wonderful, good thing to have, I think. You can never have too many of them. I did buy 5 packages of 3, so that's what, 15 of these? And I only have 3 left. That tells you how much I used them. So these are wonderful. I mean, I did use my toothpaste and toothbrush on the ship, but I did bring these with when I traveled to different places. Okay. And again, the package looks like this. It's wonderful. The other thing that I use often, so in the bathroom I use the Royal Flush, so you can see a little bit better. This was good for the bathroom on the cruise ship. I also use the Joe Boxer wipes. I don't have any wipes to show you right now, but I use the reusable individually packaged wipes that Dollar Tree has. Those were wonderful. They did dissolve in the cruise ship toilet. I thought I had another, the Bpure Biopure antibacterial hand wipes that look like this. It was a package of 15. I did use these on the cruise a lot. I used them when I used the bathroom, the public bathrooms. I used it when I went out in town to different areas and like the mall or wherever, and I used these as well. This is the only one I have left, and that's why I kept it. It's one wipe. I think there was like 15 packages in individual wipe. It's very thin. And then I use, this is the cuticle oil and mango flavor by Bpure. I don't know, Bpure has a lot of good travel items. So basically it's the cuticle oil is there. You just kind of push it, you turn it up like this. You'll see the liquid there. You just put it on your nail like this, kind of smear it on. You just kind of go to each nail and you do that, smear it on. This is wonderful. This is one of my favorite things. They're just like the teeth whitening pens, which is what this is. This is the Evo one, and I did use this on my cruise a lot. So So after I brush my teeth, I would do this as well. You take the cap off, you got the same kind of concept. You just scoot it up, you'll see the liquid there. You can see it right there. You just put it on your teeth like this. Then it sit on your teeth, and then you're good. So you don't want to drink or eat anything after you do this. Let it sit for about 10-15 minutes and your teeth will get whiter. I did use this a lot on the cruise ship, and I definitely recommend this. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. The other item that I wasn't sure I was going to use is the intimate spray. Okay, the one area, especially when I was hiking in Santorini or when I was on the bus in Greece, I did an on and off bus in Athens, Greece, and it was very hot on the bus, and then also in Istanbul, Turkey. So I sprayed underneath my belly, underneath my man boobs. I sprayed my butt even, okay? Just to make sure I didn't have any funky odors. So, and this worked good. I give it a 10 out of 10. Okay. Another item is a lot of places when you travel, my carabiner fell off on this. There's a carabiner that attaches here. This is a Biopure product as well. This is the hand soap. So you just put it under water and it lathers in your hand. It says to do one. I did two. And I think there's like 20 of these little strips in there. As you see, they're a little damp because my hands were wet when I used it. So I would put this underneath the sink and put my hand, get water, and just smear it like this. And it would lather in my hand, and I can clean my hands. A lot of places don't have toilet paper. They don't have the running water. They don't have soap in the bathrooms. So that's why it's always good to carry these with you. Okay. So the other rechargeable battery, this is the medical device one called Metastorm. This I use for my CPAP, my travel CPAP. It tells you the battery charge right there. I guess you can't see it. Yeah, there it is. It's fully charged. I've had this for 5 years. I travel with it for my CPAP. I plug it in, the big plug while I'm out, out and about, and then the little plug is what my mask and my machine plug into. My machine fits perfectly right on top here. Then I have this long hose, and it goes in my nose, around the back of my head, and it keeps my breathing mask working all night, and I have no issues. When I first got this, it would last for 5 or 6 days. They said 4 to 5 days, and it actually would last that long. But myself, I kept this plugged in and charged 24/7 when I'm not traveling, which is the biggest mistake because it degrades your battery. But it still works fine. I have a brand new one, I just haven't plugged it in. So I'm still using this one even though I have a brand new one, and I have no issues with this one. So if you have no power, this will work for a couple days without issue. Even though I've degraded the battery a lot, it still does work for a couple days. So I highly recommend this. This was like $300 from lofta.com. They have a bunch of CPAP supplies. I have a travel CPAP that was like $700 brand new, but I think I got it on sale for like $350 or something like that. I'm all about the bargains. That's why my name is Discount Donnie. All right. So this next device I bought for my trip to watch movies in our stateroom when we had sea days. It's a projector. So I bought this Remoa case. It's a first class amenity kit, the case was. But it's really good for storage for electronics and stuff. And now I can't open it. Oh, there we go. So I tried this before I left on the cruise because I want to make sure it works before I actually bring it, and that I don't have any problem hooking it up. But the problem I had was it didn't work right on the cruise, so I couldn't really use it. So this is the power cord. This is the remote control, which the batteries just came out. Let me fix that. Both my phones, I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I have a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. So this plugs into, so this is the projector right here. I bought this for like $39 on TEMU. You basically plug it in. plug it in right there. And then this part goes into the wall outlet. And then this is the control remote for it. It looks like one of those Amazon remotes. And then with the USB-C cable, or actually the USB cable on this side, and then the USB-C on the other side, I plug this in here, and then the USB-C goes into my phone, and then whatever's on my phone will project on here. But you have to go through the settings page, and it'll be on a wall. So it does work. I was having problems. I had to do it like this, I believe, for it to show, but the sound wasn't really working right, and it only worked on my iPhone the best. When I tested it out here in Dallas, I used my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7, and it worked flawlessly here in Dallas, but my iPhone is the one I had trouble with. But on the ship, it was the iPhone that worked the best, and not the Z Fold 7. So it's weird how I had different experience with it. So I definitely recommend this. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me when I needed it, but I do give it a 7 out of 10. So it was just unlucky for when I tried to use it. But my friend liked it. The idea was there, it just didn't work. So I kind of felt bad that I took it with me and it didn't really work. But it was a good deal. And now I can't get this to close. All right. So then basically you just close it and you zip it up. And I keep a box, a bin that I keep all the stuff I travel with in one place, so it's easier to get everything. See how it's nice and small. All right. So the next item, I'm going to do a couple fails real quick. Fabletics. Fabletics is one of my favorite products. I'm wearing Fabletics scrubs. I wear Fabletics shirts, underwear, socks. I wear everything Fabletics, okay? So I buy a lot of their accessories. I use their backpack. I use their toiletry bag. So I'm going to start. I bought a small and I bought a large travel bag, okay? I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to go ahead and zip it shut so nothing falls out. Okay. So when you open it, it's got all I didn't take any of my toiletries out. It's still packed from when I went on my trip. Got my little toothbrushes, my eyeglass cleaner, my hand sanitizer, my eye stuff to tighten my eyes, my detoxification things for under my foot. I got all kinds of medicines in there. But anyway, you see it's clear. It's got a sheer. The zippers work good. It looks nice and organized somewhat. It's got the nice little handle here and it zips, okay? So it completely zips shut, okay? Perfect. No problems with this one, okay? The smaller one. Let me make sure it's sealed before okay. So basically I put medicine in this one. And as you see, I don't know if you can see the frailness here. The bag ripped. When I got to Rome, my very first stop in the hotel, this was already ripped. Definitely epic fail. Now granted, I pretty much only use this side for medicine. I don't remember what was in here. Because it was ripped, I didn't use it anywhere. I put everything in the big one, okay? But a lot of the stuff I put in here are my little under eye pads, different kinds of my pomade, my hairbrush, stuff like that were in here, toothbrush, toothpaste, shaving razor, things like that. This bag was not over full, but for it to rip like this on the first use, the very first use, it ripped like this. This is an epic fail. And this is the small toiletry bag. And as you see, so when I try to zip it, all that little particles, see it won't zip shut because of all the little particles. So that I give a 1 out of 5. This one's a 5 out of 5. But because it's the same material, same company, I wonder if this is going to break just as easily as this one. Now granted, I'm probably about 20 days out from when I was on my cruise. So in a 20-day period, this did not break, but this one did. First trip. So that's why I'm just mentioning. I want you to see the different examples of stuff that I use, and if they worked or not. I'm going to do some more Fabletics in a minute. I do have another Fabletics massive failure, the biggest failure of all. I almost had to buy a new suitcase. That's how pissed off I was. All right, so this I bought on TEMU. This is my carry-on suitcase, okay? I don't want my address shown, so let me fix that. So this is a Rimowa knockoff. I bought this on TEMU. As you see, that badge was $40 on eBay. All three of my luggages match this one. This is aluminum. It's zipperless, so you don't have to worry about theft. It's got the two lift things here. It's got an elevated handle here and an elevated handle here. And it's got the trifold. It's got the 4 wheels on the bottom that roll. You can do it too when you like do it sideways, and you can do all 4. It rolls smoothly on carpet and on tile. A lot of the roads in Europe are not brick. I guess they're brick, so they're very kind of hard to navigate with suitcases. This one had no issue with it whatsoever. I bought this on TEMU for $97, and it is worth every penny. I've had no issues with it. I'm going to go ahead and open it so you can see what the inside looks like. I do believe I emptied it. So this is very easy to open. You basically just push the button on the bottom and then lift it up. And then it's got these Velcro pieces here so you can disassociate it. Oh, I already did that one. Let me close this. I can see it's coming out. So basically it flips up and you got this nice big case, the little straps that can hold stuff down. So I did one side. On my way there, I did mostly clothes in this one. On my way back, I did mostly like my CPAP and all that, because I did check a bag for the first leg of my flights. And this other side is the exact same way with the little Velcro piece that comes up. But this bag is pretty awesome. This is like my 3rd trip to use it, and I've had absolutely no issues whatsoever with it. My problem is, why is this not clipping right? Oh, because it's that way. Okay. All right. Super easy to use. I highly recommend this. 10 out of 10. This is on TEMU. Make sure you get the all aluminum. They'll do the aluminum that it's just the quarters, and then you get it's plastic here. So make sure you return it if you don't like what you got. Make sure it's aluminum. You want 100% aluminum. You don't want the cheap plastic ones, because the cheap plastic ones break. So that's why I always recommend the hot aluminum. People were always commenting on how beautiful my luggage is. I had a woman think that this was a real Rimowa. It's not a Rimowa, but it is awesome, and I absolutely love it. I have the bigger size suitcases that match this, and I absolutely love all of them, but so far I've only used the carry-on. I haven't gone on a long enough trip where I needed my check bags, so. Even though I go on like 2-week trips every October, but that's a 10 out of 10 for that one. This is the Dollar Tree shoe bag. This bag does not hold crap. I used it for underwear. My flip-flops didn't even fit in here. It was a very tight squeeze. I had to turn them sideways. But my underwear and socks do fit in here, and I did use it for that. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I gave it a 3. As you see, the zipper's still intact. I have no issues with it. It's nice and clean. I don't know what I did with the other bag that I wanted. There was another bag that I had that was with this. There's a Five Below laundry bag that says dirty on it. That is a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it. It was $5. It is for, because I used it in the washing machine on the ship twice, and it kept all my dirty clothes together, and I even washed really well in the washing machine. It's a really pretty light blue color, and it says dirty, I think, in orange. That's a 10 out of 10 bag. If you find it at Five Below, buy it. It is so worth the $5. And it's large quantity, so when I undid the bag, it's probably a good 2.5 feet tall by probably a foot wide. And it holds a lot of clothes. Because when I did laundry, I took everything out of the bag, but I also washed the bag. And then when I put it in the dryer, I put everything back in the bag and took it back to the room after I folded it. Amazing bag, perfect. So this also came from TEMU. This is a plugs and cables and chargers bag. I did use this for all my cables and stuff. It works perfect, and I had no issues with it. This is the, oh wait, what is this bag? What the hell? I did not use this bag on this trip. I don't know why this bag is here. Okay. I did use this bag. I put it inside my suitcase. This is the backpack by Fabletics. This is a good backpack. I use this when I went on excursions. When I climbed the hills in Santorini, I had this on my back for souvenirs. Bottled water was stored in this. Souvenirs. I had changed the clothes in here in case I got wet. It holds a lot. So I bought a lot of souvenirs. I believe in Santorini, and I bought a lot of souvenirs in Rome as well, and I kept them in here inside of my suitcase. So this is a really good bag. So it basically has the little clips at the top, a zipper up here, and it is very deep. This bag is amazing. It has a soft inside. It's all black, so it's kind of hard to see inside, but it has this padded inside that can protect like a laptop, a tablet, things like that. It's got great outside zippers, so you can store your snacks in here. I had a lot of candy bars when I was going on the cruise and stuff. You can put your water bottle here. This is a very versatile bag you can use for multiple things. But I love how it curls over and it keeps everything protected. And then I love these little straps, how you can tighten them and loosen them. So when the bag's full, it doesn't seem like it's really full. So, and it's pretty secure. So, and I absolutely love this Fabletics bag. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. The other one was just a smaller version of that, but I did not take it on the cruise, so I couldn't really talk about that one. But there was a travel size bag that was like this. I kept my passport, my wallet, my money, and all that in. It's also by Fabletics. It's a crossbody that you can put underneath your clothes and nobody knows was there. I kept my cruise ship ID badge and the thing that goes around your neck in there as well. And it worked flawless, 10 out of 10, but I can't remember what it was called. It was also by Fabletics. Okay? So the last item that I'm going to go over is the epic fail of all fails. This is a $79 garment bag / duffle. Okay, this is the one that they're highest rated on their website, one of the best things ever. This was the epic fail for me. Okay, I bought a lot of clothes and I stashed them inside here. Okay, so basically it opens up like a cross. Then you have the zipper with the little hook thing right here. You can hook your hangers. So I did a lot. I bought a lot of running track suits from Gucci and Louis Vuitton when I was in Turkey. The pictures are on my YouTube page. But this zips up, and you put all your garments, like if you have a suit, you have pants, you have a dress-up shirt, it would all go in here, and then you can fold it up and zip it. So you would zip it. So I put all my clothes in here. On the way there, I didn't have as much because most of them were in my suitcase. But on the way home, I really put most of my clothes in here. Okay, so it's got these little side pockets you can store stuff in. I put my cable bag and my CPAP inside the duffel bag when it was closed. Okay, so basically what you do, it has a zipper. Both sides have a zipper on each side, and you just start zipping it around, and it'll go back into the duffel bag shape. Okay, this side, the zipper broke. First use, the zipper broke. Okay, so I couldn't use this one zipper. It was completely busted. So I read on how to fix it. I went on Google, I went on YouTube, and basically it needs to be closed here, and then I needed to cut the cable, which I cut the cable right here trying to get it to work. Then you kind of would screw it in. It would not zip. I could not fix it. I don't travel with the toolbox, so I couldn't fix it correctly. Okay, So on the other side, as you see all the loose hair and fibers hanging from it, this is the side that actually works. So you zip, so this side still zips, see it's zipped right there. Nice and easy. It looks terrible, but it does work. So this is the only side I could zip, okay? As you see, it's zipping nice and, this is empty, so there's nothing in it. So you just follow the zipper all the way around, and you'll see here. And I'll show you what it looks like zipped, okay? So this bag I ended up checking because I was so afraid it was gonna bust, and I'd rather it bust. But all my clothes was the only thing that was in there. There was nothing that anybody could have stolen. But see, now it's completely zipped, okay? And this is what it looks like zipped. It's got the little handle thing here. So it fits on my suitcase like this. Okay. So that's my suitcase with it on it, okay? Perfectly paired, what looks wonderful. They're both black. You see the hanging stuff there. But I couldn't zip it. But as you see, it zips fine now, empty. But the one zipper is completely busted. But he barely got home in one piece. So, as expensive as it was, it's almost expensive as my suitcase, which kind of really bums me out. I'm gonna give that a 2 out of 5. That's how bad it was. It did work. I did get it home in one piece, but I almost bought a suitcase because I was afraid it wouldn't work. If I had some duct tape, I probably could have felt more secure with it, but because it was overfilled, I think that's why it busted. But all I had in it was clothes on the return. Okay, I did check it from Rome to Philadelphia, and it came back in one piece. My second flight was canceled, so I went ahead and collected it in customs and carried it on my second flight back to Dallas from Philadelphia. My flight from Atlanta was canceled, so I didn't have to do that. So they put me on a direct flight to Dallas, which I was so happy about. And I got home probably 10 hours earlier than I would have if I would have connected in Atlanta. So it worked out in the end, and I'm just grateful that it actually made it home in one piece. So as you know, I bought 2 Gucci and 1 Louis Vuitton tracksuits, and I'm just happy they made it home and not damaged. But this bag, I definitely give a 3 out of 5. If the zipper wouldn't have broken, it still would have been a 5 out of 5. But the fact that the zipper broke on the first trip I took makes me mad. And I love Fabletics, so any bag can rip. There's defects with every material possible. But 2 different items of mine from Fabletics failed on the first trip. It's terrible. But anyway, I already reviewed it on the Fabletics website, gave them 5 out of 5 for both items. But I'm thinking about revitalizing. I'm thinking about revisiting that and changing those reviews on the Fabletics website. Fabletics is really good about listening to their customers, and they have amazing customer service. I'm not asking for a refund because I'm the one that damaged the bag. I cut it with scissors, trying to fix it. The other bag, I mean, I could still use it. I mean, accidents, it could have been my shaving razor, cut it, whatever. But I still recommend Fabletics products. I just wouldn't pay $80 for this. I used a $50 gift card, so I don't want you to think that that was $80. I did not pay $80 for this bag. I think I paid like 20 something after my $50 gift card. And I think it was even on sale when I bought it. I don't even think I paid $20. But, having said that, the bag still got home in one piece, and I did not have to buy another suitcase, which I was afraid I was going to have to. The last day of my cruise is when I was looking, I was like, I am not going to the gift shop spending $200 on a suitcase. So I didn't, and my suitcase worked because I forgot it had 2 zippers on it, and the second zipper still worked. Alright, so that is my vacation item haul video, telling you how everything worked on my vacation and how much I loved it. My favorite items were definitely the one I did not show, which is the blue dirty bag, the dirty laundry bag that I got at Five Below for $5. That's my absolute favorite item of this trip. Oh, actually, that's not true. My TEMU suitcase is all aluminum is my number one. 10 out of 10 by far. Number two would be the Five Below dirty laundry bag. That's light blue. That's a 5 out of 5. And then my backpack from Fabletics is number 3, I think, because I really love that travel backpack that I use on my excursions and stuff. So that's definitely my number 3. Definitely a 5 out of 5. And I have to say, I am very happy with this Fabletics large toiletry bag. For a large toiletry bag, this is really good, and I love how they split it up in two. So when you unzip it, I love how it's 2 sections. I really wish the smaller one held up as good as the larger one, but I'm very happy with it regardless. Like, I'll still use both of them on my next trip, I'm telling you. As you see, it's still full of items. I'll still use this on my next trip. And then probably my number 5 item, for $1.25 or $1.50 actually, you can't beat this. I'm sorry. This shoe bag is good for underwear, t-shirts, socks, not shoes, but it's still a good quality travel bag. But anyway, so that's my travel advice vlog, telling you how all my devices and stuff held up, different items that I use for the trip, and absolutely love it. The Joe Boxer wipes are definitely a 10 out of 10. So if you don't have the individual packets, buy them. Also the face ones for the Joe Boxer are individual, get those as well. Those are well worth it. And anyway, so that's my haul, my reviews on the different travel items that I used on my vacation when I went on a 13-day med cruise. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Peace out.